Hey guys, this is Anvesh, and today we are going to talk about emerald. Emerald is the gemstone of the planet Mercury. Mercury is one of the nine planets in the zodiac belt, and Mercury is a controller of a lot of important things in our life, right? And it is ruling over emerald. Emerald is the gemstone of Mercury. So wearing emerald can improve your Mercury a lot. It has to be worn on in your pinky finger on Wednesdays. It can be either evening time or in the morning time, but wearing it in a pinky embedded in silver is the right way to wear an emerald for you, right? So let me tell you about Mercury. First we have to talk about Mercury because I want to explain you whether you can wear the emerald or not. It has to be something like that. So let me tell you about the Mercury, right? Mercury is one of the nine planets of the zodiac belt. So what does Mercury do? Donates? It donates mathematics. It donates your mental ability, how you are going to plan stuff, how you are going to manage stuff, how your mathematics is going to be, how are you going to use your mental power, the mental ability. If your mental ability is good, your mathematics is good, it is going to be wonders for you guys, because it means that Mercury is a very powerful planet in your chart. So good mathematics denotes a very good Mercury. That is one of the signs of whether your Mercury is good or not, right? Mercury is the ruler of your speech, how you are going to present yourself to the world. The way how you present yourself to the world is Mercury. The way how you communicate with people, how you interact with people, how your speech influences people, that kind of power is given by Mercury. So Mercury is the ruler of our speech, how we are going to communicate with other people, right? So that's why Mercury becomes a very important planet for us, right? Mercury gives us friendship, right? Mercury helps us, maintain friendship, gives us friendship. If a person is having a very good Mercury, they can be friends with a lot of people, and a lot of people will, adore them. So that kind of admiration is given by Mercury. So Mercury is the ruler of friendships. Mercury is the ruler of female relationships other than your spouse and your mother. Well, mother is your moon and your spouse is Venus. So any other relationship besides being your spouse or your mother with a female is given by Mercury. It can be your sister, it can be your cousin, it can be your aunties. So that kind of relationship is given by Mercury. So Mercury again is a very important planet for you guys, right? Mercury controls, well, every planet controls one or two body parts in our body, right? So what happens? Mercury is the controller of nervous system. It is the controller of nerves. It is the controller of lungs, our respiratory system, our nervous system, our brain. Brain also comes in the control of Mercury. So Mercury controls these three parts in our body, and that's why it becomes a very important planet for us. Mercury in business, in business, what kind of business we are doing, it controls the media, it controls the internet, television, radio, magazines, papers, newspapers. So that business is all controlled by Mercury, because Mercury is communication. Mercury is how we present ourselves to the world, right? So that's why the business of media comes in the control of Mercury. Well, besides being the media, any business requires a lot of skill, a lot of talent, a lot of communication. So any business that you do, it requires interaction with the world, it requires interaction with your customers. So that's why any business that you do comes in the category of Mercury, right? So any business that you do, it comes in the category of Mercury. Mercury is important because it makes us good orators, right? How we interact with the world, how our speech is going to influence the world, right? How our speech is going to make people influence, make them enlightened. That kind of power is given by Mercury. Let me tell you about this in the charts, guys. So what happens is, Mercury is the controller of two signs in the zodiac belt. So what happens, let me tell you about this. Mercury is the controller of, let us consider that Mercury is sitting in the first house, right? Mercury is the controller of two signs. It is the sign of Gemini, it is the sign of Virgo. Mercury is exalted in the sign of Virgo itself, its own sign. It is exalted in its own sign, which is the sign of Virgo. Mercury has one aspect, it is going to aspect from where it sits to the seventh house of your chart. So Mercury can control up to 4 houses at once. So it becomes a very important planet in astrology. So what happens if Mercury comes very close to sun? Mercury usually is very close to sun. So what happens if Mercury is very close to sun? It becomes combusted. Mercury has the ability to go backwards. It can retrograde. So Mercury can go retrograde, it can get combust. It has a lot of things that Mercury happens. So what happens usually, Mercury in some charts, and usually most of the charts, Mercury is very weak. Mercury becomes very weak, right? So the weakness of Mercury can be overcome by wearing an emerald. A weak Mercury can be cured by wearing an emerald. And Mercury is a planet that becomes weak quite a lot. So that's why wearing an emerald is a very important remedy for Mercury. So let us talk about emerald. Emerald is this green colored stone, and it comes with some faults because it is a natural rock. It comes with linings, it comes with spots, it comes with bubbles, but it is a natural rock. It is going to work for you. So what you have to do, you have to wear a Mercury, emerald embedded in silver in your pinky finger in Wednesday mornings or Wednesday evenings. That is a very good remedy to power Mercury, but you have to check your astrological chart whether it is going to really help you or it is going to give you some problems. Because if you are not, if you haven't seen your chart and you just take the emerald and embed it in silver and wear it in your pinky finger, it is not going to work, because you have to get your chart checked, because it can be beneficial for you, it can be malefic for you. So that kind of thing can be checked by an astrologer. So you have to get your chart checked if you want to wear emerald or not, right? So let me tell you about emerald, guys. So what it does, it gives creativity. Your mental power is going to enhance a lot. It gives strategy, it gives management, it gives you content to hold yourself in a speech, it gives you identity, it gives you interaction with the world, right? It gives you creativity, the creativity that you are going to show, how your mind is going to work. That kind of power is given by emerald. Wearing emerald in the pinky finger is going to be wonders for you guys, because it is going to power the Mercury quite a lot, right? So finances, well, all the finances require mathematics, and mathematics is controlled by Mercury. It is controlled by Mercury. And while wearing an emerald, your finances are going to go up. It is going to go a lot better. You will have no problems in managing your finances. Your finances, your financial life, your wealth is going to increase a lot. So emerald is very good for your finances. Emerald is very good for your business. Any business that you do, it requires communication, it requires making friendships, it requires making communication skills, it requires strategy. So Mercury is the ruler of business, and emerald can make you a very good businessman. I have seen a lot of people who is wearing emerald and they are terrific businessmen. So having the power of being a very good businessman can be you can have it by wearing an emerald, right? So wearing an emerald can enhance your business quite a lot. Emerald can give you wisdom, it can make you a very learned person. It can make you it can give you a lot of wisdom, it can give you a lot of grasping power. So wearing an emerald can give you a lot of grasping power, right? It can give you a lot of wisdom, a lot of intellect, right? Okay, wearing an emerald can give you power of a good oratorship. You can talk to people, you can influence people, you can motivate people, you can touch people's heart. That power is given by Mercury, it is given by emerald. So wearing an emerald can improve your speech, it can improve your oratorship. So it becomes a very powerful gemstone for that, guys. It has a lot of health benefits. Wearing an emerald has a lot of health benefits. It is very good, especially for your nervous system. It is very good for your lungs. It is very good for your brain. It is also very good for your skin, because skin sometimes is also considered to be a part of Mercury. Well, it is also a part of Venus, but because it is also one of the major planets that influence the skin a lot is also Mercury. So it benefits skin, it benefits your lungs, it benefits your brain, it benefits your nervous system. Okay, so emerald is a very good gemstone if you want your married life to be very good. It brings harmony in matrimonial life, so it is a very good gemstone for that, right, guys? So this is what emerald does for you guys. Okay, So this is Anvesh, and I'm on Fiverr. You can check me out. My link is in the pinned comment and in the description. And I hope you like this, guys.